Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. If anyone in the chat can hear me, just push 1. I assume that thumbs up means that people can hear me, so I'll just go forward. Welcome back to the Black Brain Trust. This is episode 505, Black Car Talk. Please hit the like button as you come in, share the video if possible, hit that notification bell so you get all the updates from the Black Brain Trust, including those posted on the community tab. Docket in the description beneath the video for you to follow along with. Only 2 items on the docket today, so don't worry too much about this going beyond 5 hours. If you want to engage in discussion, there'll be a link in the chat for you to click on. When you click on the link, make sure you raise your hand so that one of us can acknowledge you and advance you to the panel. If you don't have the latest Zoom update, make sure you download that update for the client before joining the panel. Let me get started real quick. I think this is a pretty interesting couple of articles. Let me just go ahead real quick. Let me give a shout out to people in the chat. Ty City, what it do? Ghana Dan, greetings to you. Dr. Phoenix, peace to you as well. First item on the docket is from Motor1.com. C2020 Corvette C8 hold its own against a 911 GT3 RS on track. This should be interesting.
So here we go. The car is getting its track.
Oh man, I don't want to play the audio because I'm more afraid they might flag me. So, but this should be interesting. I mean, we've talked about the C8 before, looking sloppy during pre-production testing, but all the reviews that I've heard, Randy Post, Smoking Tire, Matt Frazier, they've all said that this is a monster on the track. I don't know how GM fixed it, but they did. And it doesn't surprise me that a new car like this would be able to keep up with something like a 911 GT3 RS. So, but this is not a track car. You know, the C8 Corvette. It's not a track car. It's actually it's a street car. But put some Trofeos on there, and yeah, you have definitely a contender, especially if you have the carbon ceramic brakes. So my perspective on this is that I guess if you spec it out right, the car, you know, the C8 will be the track monster that people are making it out to be. From a base model perspective, I don't think that's going to be the case, but if you spec it out correctly, maybe that could be the case. The Z51 package. A week or so ago, Ty City was on the panel and spec'd out, or he was on his own panel. He spec'd out a C8 Z51 package. He tried to keep it below 90 grand, and he couldn't really do that. I think he kept it at like 85, 87 grand. Point of the matter here is that's a heck of a lot of car in comparison to something like a 911 GT3 RS. A 911 GT3 RS is something like $150,000, $200,000 car. So you take all that into consideration, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck out of the car. Now, depending on what angle you're looking at, the C8, you love or hate the car. Ty City seems to like the C8 from the top and from the side, but head on, he's not a big fan of it. From the rear lights, from the rear end, he's not a big fan of it. So depending on how you look at the car, so it's a love or hate relationship with it. But we don't know what it's going to look like with you know, the right kind of wheels and stuff like that. You know, more concave sort of wheel setup does make it look dope. So yeah, in this video, you do see it keeping up with the 911 GT3, but this is all dependent on driver, because you can put a good driver behind the C8 and a shitty driver behind the 911 GT3 RS, and yeah, the C8 driver or the C8 is going to overtake that car. I don't care, right? But when it comes to car for car, it's hard pill to swallow to take a C8 over a GT3 RS. A GT3 RS is purposely built for what it is doing right now, right? It's purpose built. I mean, they're really going. They're not going slow at all. This is 120, 130 miles an hour. So and he's really gripping that wheel. So far, it hasn't broken down. I mean, we've read a couple of articles the last few weeks where, you know, after 32 miles, transmission, you know, went kaput on it, on the C8. We're seeing check engine lights all over on social media on these C8s, brand new, you know, less than a few thousand miles. So to me, it's just one of those things you gotta wait and see. But if you put it on the track, it's like, okay. But you're not seeing any brake fade, at least from this video. You're not seeing any, uh, you know, tires giving up at all. Grip, no grip loss. A lot of traction still. Yeah, they're hitting 130, 140 miles an hour. So I don't know if he's in sport mode or not. I mean, he's got to be in sport mode. No way he's driving like this in a regular D. But there are I think there are 3 sport mode settings. So I'm not sure what setting he's in. But whatever he's in, it's comfortable enough to him for him to chase that GT3 RS down. Yeah, I like this. I like the CH dashboard though in race mode, man. It does look pretty good. It does look pretty good there. But I find it interesting he's having a hard time getting around that Honda Civic Type R. I don't know, man. You know, I mean, there's been a lot of talk on here about the C8 being, you know, wait and see, but this looks like it's holding up pretty well, man. I don't know how they spec this one out because I didn't listen to the rest of the audio only because I don't want to get flagged. Hey, GA boy, what it do? What it do, man? Johnny Blaze, what's up? I'm only gonna watch a few more minutes of this because I don't want to get, you know, completely flagged off of this. Have the channel flagged. It looks like he's going really, really easy on this. I'm assuming that maybe he hasn't gone through the break-in process, or he just went through the break-in process. But I definitely wouldn't take this to the track before going through the break-in process. So I would assume that this has already been broken in. Where's TJ Hunt and his twin turbo, man? They got to get that onto the track. That's the only way you're gonna really know what a Z06 is gonna do on track. At least speculative wise, you would be able to tell. Yeah, man, that thing is ripping, man. I don't know if he got straight pipes on there or he's got to be in sport mode making all that noise, man. I mean, he's opening up 120, 130, 140 miles an hour. He's trying to chase that GT3 RS down. So Todd City, I don't know if there was a carbon brake option. If I remember correctly, there was, though. There had to have been. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Yeah, this is no joke, man. I mean, that GT3 RS is purpose built. So it doesn't surprise me that GT3 RS is walking around the track like he owns it. But like I said, it's all dependent on driver too. I mean, a nice car with a shitty driver is still a shitty driver. So
what is hey, what's up, Mike?
What up, man?
I see that's a car on a racetrack.
Okay.
What is that?
It's a C8. I don't know what spec it is. It's a C8 and it's trying to chase down a GT3 RS.
And how's it doing?
It looked like it's holding its own. He doesn't look like he's pushing it too hard, but when you turn the audio on, he's screaming. So
yeah, I came on right as I heard it screaming. I was like, whoa, what am I looking at? Dude, wait a minute. That looks like Willow Springs right there.
May very well be. I'm not familiar with the track, so.
Wait, is that Willow?
Let me see.
That looks like Willow Springs.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. I done put in way too many laps there, dude. I know exactly what that track looks like.
I don't know, man. He's keeping up, man. Then again, the GT3 RS isn't really trying all that much himself either. Like, I mean, he's been hobbled by whatever's in front of him. But to this point, I'm assuming that he's playing it safe in the C8. Doesn't want to tear it up, brand new car. Yeah, there you go. So I'm not surprised, man. He put up a good fight, you know. He went around. I don't know if he's using Trofeos or regular, summer tires, but whatever it is, I mean, he's on the straights, he was doing a $120, $130, $140, $150. So
really?
Yeah.
At Willow, huh? That's big. Because this is Big Willow. Yeah. That's what layout this is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Big Willow right there. That's the straight right there. Mm-hmm. Actually, I have a video on my channel of this 16-year-old Saudi kid driving a GT3 Spec Lamborghini, dude, hitting about 150 down that same straight. I have a video of that on my channel.
Gallardo or Huracan?
Gallardo.
Okay. Yeah, but look at that C7. What a coincidence that Ty City was looking for that.
Yeah, I see it. It's right there. Hey, look, check it out. Check it out. Right before that turn, the kart track is off to the left. If you guys want to see footage of the kart track, I got some of that shit too. But yeah, look at that. That's the C7 right there.
Yeah, it's a Z06. That's what Ty City, he's been waiting on that. Oh, he let him go. That's Ty City and that C7. He let him go.
Hey, mid-engine, dude, what you gonna do with it?
Man, he's holding his own, man. He's just, he's not struggling at all. The car's not
Nah,
fishtailing. It's not
dude,
doing anything, man.
let me tell you something. Look, I bitch about how ugly the car looks, right? But look, just from a physics standpoint, mid-engine car, good luck. Try and beat it. Stick an engine in the front, stick an engine in the rear. I'm sorry, man. This car is just more equally balanced. He was gonna walk that C7, man.
Yeah. But I watched Jay Leno and Matt Farah. They were on the track with the ZR1, the C7 ZR1, and they said that thing is a monster.
It is.
It's a monster. The ZR1 for the C7 series. That's a monster. And they said,
now, remember this is that straight right here. I said I got video of dudes
140, 100 plus, 140 plus.
140. I mean, that's a long straight right there. Hey, dude, look, one day man, you can't really see it. It's off to the left. That's where the kart track is. Dude, one day we were at the kart track. Some dude in a brand new goddamn Golf, dude, in a brand new Golf GTR, I think it was.
Golf R?
Golf R, that's what it was.
Okay.
Man, still had the damn dealer plates on it. He takes it out to the track, no suspension tuning, no tires, no nothing. That motherfucker rolled it right. Well, we'd have to go back a little ways, but he rolled that bitch. Put it off and pitched it off into the dirt. Man, rolled it twice, dude. We looked over, we were like, oh shit. Everybody starts running over there and stuff, man.
He walked away.
Look, whoa. Somebody, yeah, look, there you go. See how that dude just went off over there? It was kind of like that. He went off, dude, and he rolled it. Yeah, he was good, but his dumb ass had just bought the car like 2 weeks ago. Like, or 2 weeks prior to him rolling the shit.
Yeah, he ate them tires, man. You can see it right there. He ate them.
Yeah, look at that, man. Now, dude, he doesn't have the suspension like aligned and tuned for that type of stuff.
Yeah,
because dude. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say Ty City was right that these don't have the carbon brakes on it. It's just steels. So
yeah, and not only that, dude. Okay, like I said, dude, this is Big Willow. If you look in the back, this is built up on like a small little like range of hills. Okay, so dude, there's like on camber, off camber. This thing is uphill. This thing throws every goddamn thing at your car.
So this is basically the Nürburgring in America.
Many like Big Willow is, I think this layout is like 4 miles.
Oh man,
I think it's like 4. I have to look it up. Maybe 3.7 or 4.1 miles or something like that.
But yeah, man, that's it.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad that video was at like a place that I'm familiar with. Yo, for y'all that don't know, man, that's my stomping grounds right there.
I mean,
so what was his impressions from that?
The impressions is that the C8 is a competitor in that area. I mean, there's been a lot of speculation that the C8 would destroy a Carrera. Okay, yeah, but a 911 GT3 RS.
Dude, I don't like the sound of that because I'm a 911 GT3 fan. Okay, that's what I like. I also like. You've heard every time we've had a C8 chat, you've heard me say the GT3 version of the C8 is the shit. Okay, so if I have to stack it up, GT3 to GT3, mid-engine layout, man. I don't know how you have to get around the engineering on that. So, mid-engine just it's like the built-in advantage.
Okay, so he put it in race mode. I missed that from the beginning. So he did put it in race mode. So it's not just in sport, it's in race. Which means everything is turned up.
Yeah. Paul G says that guy he said he wasn't pushing the GT3.
Maybe he wasn't. But likely story.
Great Britain wants to know, are those Pilot Sport Cup 2s?
Yeah, those are.
Those are
Yeah.
okay. That's what comes stock on those.
I think they're an option.
Oh, okay.
Actually, look, we can go to the website and build it just like Tie City did.
Yeah, Ty City wants the Liberty Walk kit on his.
I don't know. I think he likes the base model, man.
Ugh.
No, there's nothing wrong with the base model though. A Z51 package, nothing wrong with that.
Wait, you talking about the C7?
Yeah, no C8,
Oh
C8, not the C8.
no, man. If he goes C8, he wants Liberty Walk, dude.
Nah, you can't put Liberty Walk on something like this.
What are you talking about? Liberty Walk? They go on. They put their shit on anything. It's almost like Rawell built, the guy who does Porsches.
Yeah, but you kind of ruined all the lines, including the aerodynamics.
I mean, it's purely aesthetics. Oh, yeah. It's brute Japanese aesthetics. That's what it is. I like it to an extent, but some of it's not functional. Yeah, it's not functional.
Yeah. All right, so let's go with this 3LT.
Can we change the color though? That looks a little.
I think this was the color that Tie City wanted, so I'm just.
Oh really? He wanted. What's that? That's limp wrist blue.
Yeah. No, I think it's like not grabber blue. I forget the name of it. We're gonna go 3LT, and then.
Oh, that color's terrible.
Let's go with the red because.
Or maybe I don't know. Maybe it looks different on my phone, but. Okay,
yeah.
Yeah. Let's go red. Let's go red.
Actually, we'll go with the Long Beach tinted coat. Or the rabbit blue. Okay.
Ugh. What is that? Like a maroon?
See, yeah, Long Beach.
Now it really looks like a wannabe McLaren.
All right, let's go with the red from earlier.
Okay.
Tie City tried to keep it below 85 grand. I'm not sure if he was able to, but let's try it again. The general in the chat says he's done the Nürburgring.
Oh, get the hell out of here! Yeah. I'm officially jealous of you and Paul.
Yeah.
Well, Paul already knows I'm jealous, but now I'm jealous of you too.
Well, I'm just jealous of what Paul's watches, if anything else. But
I'm jealous that they've been on the Nürburgring. He said he did it in his 2013 BMW M3 and in his 2016 BMW M5 that he traded the M3 for. Screw you.
Yeah.
Welcome, General, by the way. I think this is your first time. Yeah, first time seeing you here, man. About time your ass got here.
Yeah, jump on the plane if you want to.
Yeah, man.
I'm jealous of Paul because my name isn't Paul, man. So
I'm jealous of Paul and they've been on the Nürburgring.
Yeah. We don't need to really configure the interior. I want to see. Okay, Z51 package. Here we go. Z51 performance suspension, electronic slip differential, performance ratio axle, Z51 performance, Brembo anti-lock brakes. Okay.
Brembos? Okay.
Oh, add the spoiler.
Ugh.
Performance exhaust. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right, no, that's fine.
That's 76K. You can't beat that.
Right? It's factory, it's warranty, so no, it's cool. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
What are we looking at so far?
76K.
76?
Yeah, well, that's the Z51 package is what boosted it up there.
Yeah, but he was trying to stay under 85. Isn't there something else you're going to add to this?
No, I don't, not to my knowledge. I think he liked the battery tender because it said GM on it, something like that. I told him he can go on offer up and go find one. Exterior options. Let's see. Add a tire pressure monitor? Really? At that price? My Volkswagen comes with a tire pressure monitor. What are you talking about? Mm-hmm. Um, yeah, I'm not seeing high wing spoiler, genuine Corvette. I said, yeah, I'm not carbon flash metallic. Yeah, right. They should have had a Grand Sport already, man. What is this, man? I would hope they're coming out in 2021 with the Grand Sport. I'm not seeing anything on here that's worthy of adding. GT2 bucket seats are standard, so competition sport bucket seats. We don't really need to add those. We're just trying to stay under 85,000. Dr. Feeney says, he said GM finally got the magic with the C8, but still won't beat the GTR. I don't know, man. The way how it looked on the track, I would have to say that thing's a monster.
I don't know. You're talking about four-wheel drive versus mid-engine two-wheel drive.
That's a heavy car, dude. That GTR is a heavy car.
It's a heavy car, but it's got a shit ton of torque, man. GTR is a beast, bro. It's just like, that's the thing. It's brute. It's pure brute. It's brutish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like sometimes you just can't get around horsepower and efficiency.
I don't know, man. I'm not seeing anything else to add to it. Let's go to the summary. So we kept it under 80,000. Okay, fine. I'm not sure what Tie City added to it to make it like 85,000, but he might have added a premium color or something.
The Liberty Walk kit. That's what he added.
Yeah, maybe he might have went for competition seats too. I'm okay with this the way it is. So what do we do here, right? It needs some black wheels, if anything else. Yeah, because I think this Corvette is only like 3,300 pounds or something like that, if I remember correctly. And then the GTR,
weighs less than the Camaro.
Yeah, the GTR is something like 3,800 pounds, 3,700 pounds. It's a pretty heavy vehicle. So
yeah, but when you look at the torque outputs, that's the thing, right? Because when you look at what type of work torque can do, you know, it overcomes any sort of, you know, deficiencies with regards to weight comparisons. So that's what I mean when it's like that. The GTR could be heavier, but if it's got a shit ton more torque, it can apply that torque more efficiently than a car that doesn't have it. So, you know, you might have a weight disadvantage. You may have these disadvantages, but you know, the power application overcomes them. So that's why, again, I look at the GTR, I'm like, okay, well, look, dude, unless you can just kind of outbrute it, you know, or the car is your car is just way more nimble. You know, there's certain tracks, man, where you watch, like, especially a lot of GT3 racing, where like the GTRs and the goddamn Bentley Continentals, the Bentley Continental GT3s, okay, they are you can't, it's hard to beat them, especially tracks like Monza, like power tracks. Those cars just have like a shit ton of monster power, and they have way more room to open up on. But dude, as soon as you get to a twistier track, like let's say Paul Ricard in France, or let's say not really even Silverstone, Brands Hatch in the UK. Okay, a lot of tight, twisty stuff, right? You need to be able to, the car needs to be able to dart around. And that's where the GTR and the Continental get, you know, they get hung out to dry. and a C8 is just going to dance around everybody, especially in mid-engine configuration.
Thing is, how many laps can a GTR do before it starts to wear out the brakes because of the weight and starts to eat tires at that point?
Oh no, the GTR, it's race proven. It's race proven. Really the problem is that you know, if you don't have a lot of tunability in it for some of the twistier circuits, right? Then you're just kind of at a disadvantage. And like when I watch a lot of GT3 racing, there's just tracks where there's really not much you can do to the setup, dude. It's just it's the design of the car. It's just at a disadvantage. It really is. Whereas to me, the C8, dude, mid-engine configuration gives you the best platform to succeed. Mid-engine, the car is just more balanced, center gravity, everything. It's all there. When you're looking at a GTR, it's got monster horsepower, a lot of weight, and its front engine. Okay, so you have to your tuning approach is going to come from a horsepower standpoint. How do I best apply the torque and horsepower curves to get around my deficiencies? The C8, my only gripes on it is how it looks. That's my only gripe. Is just how I think it's ugly. But other than that, I've seen it on track, and I'm like, shit. Good luck trying to race against that thing.
Yeah, Dr. Phoenix in the chat said, but the C8 will have check engine lights. Yeah, you know, Dr. Phoenix is a bit.
Well, there's that part too.
he's a bit cynical there. He's a bit cynical.
Well, I brought up the check engine light too, because that's not a good sign, dude. I think homeboy was like, I think it was TJ Hunt. I think he was like 36 miles in, dude. Check engine light. Now it may have been because he may have been trying to I think he was like revving the shit out of it. No, was it TJ Hunt? I think that was him. He may have been revving the shit out of it. I don't know what he was doing, but dude, a check engine light after 36 miles.
Yeah. But this is a GTR on track, so R35. Again, obviously with all-wheel drive, he's hugging the track. He's doing very well.
What's a GTR?
Yeah. You got a pro driver behind it, right? So, yeah, if you don't have anything else to go against it, yeah, if it's by itself, yeah, you're not doing a time attack. I don't have any problems with the GTR other than the fact that it's a pretty heavy car, and I'm a bit pessimistic about heavy vehicles like that. On the street, that's okay, but on track, you're like, yeah.
As long as you can handle the horsepower, you can, like I said, with a GTR, you can get around that. If you're not, is that Willow also?
Yeah.
It looks like, yeah, I was gonna say that's Willow. With a GTR, man, it's really just a matter of if the horsepower doesn't scare the shit out of you, then you can muscle the car, because there's plenty of power in there to get over its deficiencies. It really just comes down to driver with that car. That's really what it is. It comes down to driver with that car. I think with the C8, you can be a marginal driver, and because the car is just so well balanced, you have a wider margin of error. I think you really do with the C8.
Now let's see.
This is coming up the horseshoe right here. This is like up on the hill. What did you want to see?
No, I was gonna see which vehicles below 80,000 that are supercars, considered to be supercars, could you buy as an alternative to the C8? Because you're not going to get a C8 anytime soon. They're already back ordered and sold out. So they're not sitting on dealership lots unsold. That's not happening. Those things are already sold out.
Man, I pray for the day, man. We could do like a Black Brain Trust track day, bro. That'd be dope.
Let's go through this last article, and then we'll come back and check out this what's available on the market from the supercar perspective, or what's yesterday. Right. This one is from AutoEvolution.com. Dodge Challenger Daytona flexes insane twin turbo 392 muscle. I'm not gonna lie, it does look pretty funny.
You know what's funny, man? How I like how all these muscle guys are going turbo now. That used to be the knock on the Honda guys. You need to put a turbo on it to make some power. Look at these motherfuckers. Twin turbos now?
Well, it's a pretty heavy vehicle, man. It's 4,000 pounds. So
yeah, but now you understand why Honda guys are putting turbos on a fucking Honda that weighed 18. Duh.
Well, because you don't have that, that additional up top power. It's not there, right? So I'm saying on this Challenger, you don't have it. I mean, it's just a heavy car, man. I mean, Matt Farah, and I always reference Matt Farah because I think he has great opinions. He drove. No, it wasn't Matt Farah. It was actually what's his name from Carfection? I forget his name now.
Oh, Doug. Was it not Doug DeMauro?
No. He's from Britain, but he drove. He drove it a few weeks ago. He drove the Challenger SRT. And he said the car does what it's supposed to do. It's not meant to be a track weapon or anything like that. It's supposed to be a street monster. And so he's driving it. And he's like, yeah, he can see the justification for people buying them. There's no way you're gonna take it on track and it's gonna do anything. It's not meant to do that. He said it's a turtle on track, but it's a monster on the street. So, but I guess you would need turbos if you want to track it. But let's read the article real quick. Oh, what's going on here? Okay. There is no need to fixate on the rear wing of this modern day Dodge Challenger. Though, since the project has so many other aspects to offer, the build actually debuted at SEMA back in September. But if you missed it, as I did, now is the time to make amends. For one, the rest of the aerodynamic package matches the savagery of the downforce device and adorning the trunk lid of the muscle car. From the splitter running to the sides, we have up front to the downright massive side skirt extensions. In case you're wondering about the airflow manipulation, the fact that the project was put together by MFR Engineering should say something about this. We're talking about a specialist that designs functional aero bits for street vehicles and race cars. Then there's the tech side of the Mopar equation. Get close to the Challenger SRT and you might start to wonder why its 392 Hemi sounds a bit odd. And if you take a closer look at the lower air intake up front or the vents sitting just after the wheels, you'll understand the nature of the said voice. Let me see. I didn't see that. Okay, I see now.
With the intercooler?
Yeah. You see, the intake will expose an intercooler, while peeking through those vents will reveal a pair of turbos. As you'll notice in the YouTube clip below, the turbos were mounted at the back due to the packaging reasons. The owner didn't want to have them protruding through the bumper or hanging down below. The latter aspect might have something to do with the air suspension of the Dodge, as the driver likes to keep the car as close to the road as possible. Back in January, when the clip was filmed, the TT 6.4 liter setup sat at about 720 horsepower to the rear wheels, while a planned upgrade revolving around the forged internals was expected to take everything into the 4-digit output arena. Further down the power line, we find the Challenger's 8-speed auto, while the muscle is being put to the road via 325 section rear tires. That's big ass tires. Compared to the rest of the car, the cabin transformations are modest since we're only talking about a roll cage that has replaced the rear seats. Let's check this out real quick.
Check this thing out. Turbo.
I like it because it's just crazy. That's just me though. I like it. I wouldn't own it, but I like it though.
It's a little too rice for me, man.
A little too rice.
Turbos. Basmati rice.
Cars can be rice, man.
Yes, they can.
I don't know, man. If anything,
yeah, they can. They can be rice.
A little bit
they
more.
They can be rice. That looks a little rice. Look at that.
Well, it doesn't look any different than the
yeah,
but it doesn't look any different than the 1970s vehicle that is referencing.
I guess. I don't know. I guess my gripe is like, for the longest time, these guys were like so anti-turbo. Now all of a sudden they wanted to slap the biggest turbos on. Look at this. This guy's mounting turbos in the back. He's running the charge tubing all the way down the side of the car, right through the little side rail that in the back. You can see right there.
Hey, Complex, your mic is having a lot of issues.
I mean, I'm sorry. How does it sound, dude? Am I okay?
No.
Okay.
Something different, and it just.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the slam look, but I get it though. That's the kind of culture that they roll with. But I don't know, man. This is I haven't seen anything like this before.
Because it's riced out.
No, I mean in terms of like setup. In terms of the setup, I mean I've seen many challenges in the past, SRTs in the past that were kind of big wheels and stuff like that on it, but this sort of setup is something I haven't seen before. Mostly because you have Hellcats running around with superchargers and whatnot, so. In my opinion, they'd be better off putting electric motors on the front and getting all-wheel drive to match with the engine itself. I'd be okay with sacrificing a few pounds in the back for some batteries. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell, man. So let's go look for a car that is comparable. to the $80,000 Corvette Stingray, okay, with the Z51 package. EP in the chat says, I use Audi R8. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. Let's go find one. Okay.
Was R8s?
Yeah. EP in the chat says use R8 would be comparable. So 2009 R8, $52,000. Another one here for 54,000. 54,000 again. It's not a bad one right there. 55.
You said these are supercar. We're looking for supercars under 80.
Yeah, supercars are comparable to it. So because that's what the purpose of the C8 is, to challenge supercars, right? So what's the alternative below 80 that you can find? And you know, EP's right. An R8. All the R8s are actually cheaper. 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012.
What is that?
Yeah, 2012.
Yeah, what's that? The Camaro ZL1.
What are you talking about?
Well, that's not a supercar.
No, that's not a supercar.
Yeah,
so a supercar is defined by its boutiqueness,
right?
Or it being bespoke as well. That's what makes it exotic too.
Yeah. What we'd be looking at a Lotus. What an Exige?
Nah, that's a track car. That's
a track car. What's the other one?
A supercar is usually a halo car. It's usually a halo car.
I know. So is there a Lotus model?
Well, Lotus makes the Evora, but that's
Evora, but that's over 80 grand.
Yeah, but that's a different sort of car. That's a different sort of car. Right. I wouldn't. It's meant to be a sports car alternative to the Porsche, but it's not in the same category. It doesn't have this big beefy motor and whatnot. Like, it's not tuned and beefed up.
Nah, that Evora is sport luxury. I mean, how do you under 80 a supercar under 80 grand? This is pretty much going to be the only one.
Not necessarily.
Well, what else? Okay, what, like a Viper?
Well,
because we looked at Vipers on the last one. What, we find them for like 50?
Yeah. So what you will have is a Lamborghini Gallardo.
Really? How much?
Let's look.
All right.
Lamborghini.
I figured that was going to be at least like 90, 100K.
Let's see. Gallardo. Okay, here we go. 67.
Get out.
69.
What?
76.
No wonder these dudes are getting them so cheap, or with so many dudes are getting them.
76.
69.
77.
Wow.
The only thing about Gallardos is that they can be maintenance nightmares if they haven't been taken care of.
Well, that's, yeah. If you get one and the dude just basically beat the hell out of it and didn't actually, because when you go take these things, get maintenance, dude, you're paying about $1,800, $2,000 for a tune-up, basically.
Well, it has service intervals, but the service interval is only once a year.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that guys will typically in that year beat the shit out of it.
Yeah, from a second to third car owner perspective, yeah, because you have to factor in that a lot of these cars were rentals too.
Mm-hmm.
They were exotic rentals for like rap videos and stuff like that. So they get kind of driven around by the fake stunners.
Yeah, Meek Mills. Shout out.
Yeah. And so what happens here is that the cars do develop a lot of mileage on them for that reason. But that's not uncommon. Though Gallardos, you need to drive them in order to really, in order for them to be really properly used, right? They're not weekend cars. They shouldn't be weekend cars. You should be driving it on a fairly consistent basis. So,
a Gallardo, really?
Yeah.
Like as a daily?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. I'm not a Lamborghini guy, so.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying that should be the case, right? Because it's not a collectible vehicle, so it's not like you put it in the garage.
That's why I was kind of shocked by the price on it, because I was like, whoa, because I'm not a Lambo guy. I don't really follow Lambos like that.
Yeah, that's pretty sharp. What's going on, guys? Peace to the family.
Hey, peace, bro. Peace.
That Lex.
Yeah, I like what I see here, man. And Lamborghini, yeah, they starting to get cheap, man. Would you guys take one before the C8 or?
That's what we're debating now.
That's what we're debating. Yeah, I didn't realize these things were this cheap.
Yeah, it looked like the bottom fell out of about last year, I would say. That's when I started noticing like 60s and stuff. Before that, they were always like 100 or a little bit under.
Yeah, well, yeah, they've hit their depreciation mark because they're over 10 years, so they reached the depreciation mark.
They're sharp cars. The manual, especially in those earlier years, that's going for the cheap price. Mm-hmm. The manual is pretty much the transmission to go with, because that automatic E-gear, that was like the early version of it, and it had a lot of issues, and it's really expensive to maintain. I think that the E-gear clutch is like $6,000, and
if you don't catch it in time.
Yeah, if you don't catch it in time, and like the manual clutch, I think is like $1,500 or something. So
yeah.
The manual is supposed to be really good in that car too.
Yeah, my Ducati dealer, he has the owner of the dealership. He has a Gallardo, just like this one. So.
Oh, a drop top yellow.
His is green. His is green, but it's manual transmission.
Okay. Yeah, man. Italian gated shifter, man. Chrome shifter. You can't beat that.
Yep. But yeah, below 80 grand. Yeah, Gallardo's up there. R8 is up there. And the thing is, you can work on the Gallardos too if you have the manual.
Yeah.
Any GT3s?
Which GT3 series are you referring to?
911.
We can look up one. Let's look up one.
All right.
Now, you may not be able to find a GT3 because they hold their values pretty well. In fact, they increase in value. They really don't depreciate at all.
Yeah, that's true.
They almost never depreciate. They increase in value because it's ultimately produced.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I was just curious if there any can be had for under 80K, because that's our target number.
Yeah. Let's look at. Let's look at these. That's a 996 GT3. 59K.
How much? 59?
Yeah.
Okay. He says a 996?
Yeah, 996.
Okay.
What's
that black one down in the lower right-hand corner? That's a 911, ain't it?
Yeah, they're all 911. When we say 996, 992, 991, those are chassis numbers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's that black one right there?
That's a 996, I would say.
That's a 996. What's the cost?
76 grand.
Ooh, okay. We just clipped a little close. Can we click that one?
Yeah, let me just go down to this page.
Okay.
You have a 2008 for 84 grand. See, yeah, 75.
That would be a 997, right?
Where?
The 07.
Yeah, that's a 997.
Yeah.
Yeah, these fried egg headlights are the fried egg headlights are the 996s.
Yeah. Yep, the headlights are different. That's the difference.
Yeah, you can swap. Yeah, go ahead.
That 07 is sharp, man. That red one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real sharp.
Yeah, that's clean. That's real clean.
Yeah, that's clean, man.
That's right there with it, though.
I think, I don't know. You know what, Mike? Because I know all of the Porsches, the Boxers came in, all that had the IMS bearing issue until I want to say 09 or 010, unless it was the turbo. So I don't know if the GT3 had that issue or not, though.
Dr. Phoenix says, stop avoiding me and look up the GTR.
That's what he said.
Yeah. Well, Complex said the 996 GT3 right here, 76K. I'm not totally a big fan of the 996s. I think the interior is pretty sparse for a Porsche, but
yeah, it's that interior from that car was made in the late 90s, so
yeah,
that's why. Yeah,
you said it's sparse.
Yeah, it's very sparse.
It's just really basic.
Dude, I'm a minimalist, man. I need a track car.
Well, the thing is, the CA is not a track car; it's a street car, right? So you're trying to do supercar for supercar, right? GT3 in this era isn't so much of a supercar. It's more of a
another sport luxury.
No, not no.
It was a supercar for that time, but yeah. But it's down on power. It ain't like the Lambo that made 500 horsepower, which is still a lot today.
It's a V10 too.
Yeah, and it's a V10. But this, I forget what this was rated at, but the turbo was only rated at like 420, man.
It was like 420. Yeah.
I think GT3 was less.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of 996 GT3. The reason why it's so popular is because the chassis design was so good.
Yeah.
Right? For its side.
Yeah. That's why I
compare the 996 to a 991 or a 992, it's really small. It's a really small chassis compared to it. Even I have a difficult time getting inside of that.
Yeah. And the 996s are like the cheap Porsches of the more modern, water cooled versions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here's the 997 right here. This is really clean, man.
That's the one I'm looking at right there.
Yeah, that's a really clean one.
And that's 75.9 and 76 grand. See, that's what I'm looking for right there.
Yeah, I would not have any problem owning this. I'll buy some snow tires for it too, just so I can drive in the winter. But I'm a fiend like that. But the thing is, man, the CH new car has a lot of digital gadgets and go-go gadgets and stuff like that. But yeah, you roll your own gears, and it's got that chassis design, and it's got that engine note, and you hit 6,000, 7,000 on the rever.
Yeah. If you're looking for the most purest car, like will have the purest driving experience, that era GT3 right there would be the car. Yeah,
that's it. That's it.
Yep. That would be the car. Least technology and getting in the way, and that would be the car.
That's what I want right there.
But it's clean, man. It is very clean. I have to give it some credit, man. That's a clean car, man. I don't care how many miles is on it. It's a GT3. You expect to put
GT3, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you expect to put some miles on that. It's in Texas too, not too far away from Tie City. So, I don't really need 2 testicles, man. I'm willing to sacrifice one. I don't really need that. Do I really need it? I don't know. So Dr. Phoenix says, stop playing games and look up the
GTR.
GT3 or GTR. Yeah, that's what he wants.
GTR.
Like I said, man, I don't know that Godzilla.
Let's see.
They went up so much, man. I remember when they came out in 08, it was like 69 grand or something, man. They're like 110,000 now.
What's the justification for them going up?
They never came out and said, they didn't really redesign the car or anything. They just made minimalist changes. It just kept going up every year. They didn't say.
Yeah, it surprised me. It's Nissan. Look what they did to the 370Z.
Oh yeah. Facts.
I mean, cheapest is 55. Okay.
What's that one in the lower left-hand corner right there? How much is that one?
Lower left hand?
Yeah, the one that's right there.
That's 28. That's a salvage.
Yeah. I know.
Salvage car, yeah.
Yeah, you buy that for a donor car, man. So if you if you got a race car, you buy that shit right there, and you pull all you just pull parts off of that shit.
What 43K for a 2009?
How many miles?
Gotta be wrong with that.
How many miles? That's a typo. How many miles?
85,000 miles on
it. Bullshit.
That ain't bad. I'm not sure the longevity.
44K. Somebody's hard up for the money, or that's a typo.
Mm-hmm.
It is of the higher mileage variety, but
it's still 44K still, dude. No.
Yeah. I agree. It seems to be at least 10 grand under what you would expect. At least.
That's what I mean. I'm looking at it more like 55.
Well, you know, it is the COVID pandemic, and a lot of guys out of work.
Hey, that's what I'm saying, man. It might be somebody they pay cash for it, and now they hard up, and they're like, "Look, dude, I'll take 44."
Now, comparatively, versus getting that car for that price, or paying like basically 70 for a base C8 with a Z51 package, I would take the Nissan.
Okay.
Yeah, in that case, because I'm saving almost like over 25,000, so yeah, I would get the Nissan in that case.
But this was a series though, right? That the launch control would rip that first gear, third gear.
Yeah, it was. I think they came up with a fix for that, Mike. I don't know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that being an issue, and people talking about the trans and how expensive it was to fix and some other stuff.
Yeah, I think it was only under warranty for a certain time. But look at this one, 91,000 miles on it and 44K. Maybe Ty City has a point, man. He's waiting for those GTRs to come down in price. He's not too far off. This pandemic got guys, jumping out the windows, trying to get up out of them things. Maybe Ty City has a point.
Damn, we're blaming it's all because of the pandemic, huh?
Dude, I'm telling you, it doesn't put it past me. Doesn't put it past me at all. Look, and it says fair price too. Fair price at 55K. So if it's a fair price at 55K,
it's a fair price, especially if it's non-salvage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fair price.
Yeah, a lot of guys going through the pandemic, man, and out there, doing wait staff and cooking and whatnot, man, to pay bills, man. You was making $1,000 a week, back in March. Now it's April. You bringing in $60, man. That ain't enough to keep that.
Damn, Mike, you fool. It ain't fool, Mike.
Nah, man, it's true. It's facts, man. It's facts.
Oh man. Mike going for the juggling, man.
Nah, man, there's a lot of guys out here, man. They was balling well. I just watched a YouTube video.
One of those guys wouldn't be. No, I ain't gonna say it.
Hey.
I'm not gonna do it, Complex. I'm not doing it, man.
No, you good.
I want to respect the platform, man. I was about to go wild though.
No, I mean, I saw a video the other day from this dude. He bought an M4. I forget his name now on YouTube. He bought an M4 like a few weeks ago. And then all of a sudden during the pandemic, he loses his job and he posts a video. He says, I lost my job, this, and that. I just got this M4, what he's going to do, boo-hoo. Well, yeah. You have to wait for that.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait, hey, Mike, I saw a dude do the same exact video. He had a Mustang GT 500. Mm-hmm. He did the same thing. This dude, he was a paralegal. He was working at a spot like 13, 14 years, something like that, 15 years. Then it was just like, yeah, I got this car because, I was going to do this YouTube project and I don't know what I'm going to do now. So,
I've been looking for, I never thought about a GTR until Ty City had said so. And Dr. Phoenix, but Ty City had already been talking about this a couple months ago that he's waiting for the GTRs to come down, but now they're down, man.
Yeah, that car is definitely worth 40 grand. It's worth more than that, but I would not complain about spending 40 for that. I mean, what does 40 get you new? Maybe a new Mustang or Camaro? No way I'd take that before a GTR.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great looking car, man. I get rid of a lot of stuff to get that.
Get you a Camaro with a V6?
Convertible. Don't start, Mike. Don't start, man.
Yeah, from enterprise or budget. Nah, man, I'm okay with this, man. I'm good with that.
I like it in silver. That's sharp, man.
Yeah, I'm good with that, man. I don't like those seats, though. Yeah, those seats look nasty. Yeah. Look at the wear and tear on it. Screw that. They can keep that, man. I have to swap those out for some sparkles or something. Maybe some.
Yeah, the seats are a little disappointing, but yeah, that's a sharp car, man. I really like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that on my list, man.
Yeah, definitely. You still looking, Mike?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Take your time, brother. Take your time. That would be close to the top. Go ahead, Complex. My bad.
I think Complex is muted.
Oh, I thought he was saying something.
Yeah. Okay, so GTR over a C8. I'm okay with that.
At a big discount, yeah. Now, I mean, not for the same price, but at a $25,000 discount, yeah. I would do that. Yeah, but the discount would have to be like that level,
Yeah.
Yeah, because you ain't really getting the C8 for less than 70. So,
well, that's what we marked it up here, right? So this is what we configured here earlier: 79,640. So with taxes $3,000, you're talking a little over 80 grand, right? So
yeah.
I'm okay with a Nissan GTR at 55.
Oh yeah.
I'm liking this, man.
Yeah, it's $30,000 discount. Yeah.
How much is that one? How much is that one?
55.
Okay.
All right, so we got Lamborghini Gallardo, 997 Porsche GT3, R8, okay. And now we have Nissan GTR.
Yeah, I think the GTR is the best value by far.
What else do you have? Triple X.
That's a good question. How about the Aston Martin? What is that? The Vantage?
Okay.
Yeah. The Vantage is pretty dope. And
Aston.
Yeah, and that what is it? That Maserati, the two-door coupe is pretty sharp. What's the name of that damn Maserati?
Oh, the Gran Turismo?
Yeah, Gran Turismo. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, that V8 Vantage for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you on this one. I'm with you on this one too.
Yeah. See, that's bad right there, man. That's a bad car.
Yeah, it may not be
Wait,
as
you're talking about as an alternative to the C8 though?
Yeah.
I mean, I see what you're saying. This is a little bit more Grand Tourish, but it's such a boss ride.
It's still a supercar.
It's still a supercar, man.
Yeah, it's hand built, right?
Wait, that's a supercar. They consider that a supercar?
Yeah, it's hand built.
Yeah.
Really? The Vantage?
Yeah, it's hand built.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right.
Aston Martin is very specialty, man, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look again, dude. I'm a type of person where in race trim, I can appreciate all manufacturers and what they do, right? So in race trim, the Vantage, the Vantage as they call it, I like it. I like it. Just in the production version, I don't know. I was kind of looking this more in the same line of the whatchamacallit. What was that? The Maserati you were just talking about?
Oh, Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
I don't like to put the Aston in that same category. I don't like to, but sometimes I don't know, for whatever reason they seem interchangeable to me at times.
Yeah, that's because they walk that line.
Yeah, it walks the line. Yep, definitely.
Yeah, I think that's the whole purpose of Aston Martin, anyways. In my opinion, they do a better job at their cars than Porsche does, but obviously you get more bang for your buck with Porsche. But like I said, the hinge doors, the wing doors on it, definitely that's unique to Aston Martin. That's a supercar sort of design, right? And I could be wrong about this. Anybody can correct me on it, but my perspective is that this is definitely a supercar category. But what are you going to get for below 80 grand?
This is for I would agree with that, Mike B, for sure. Facts. How about that Alfa Romeo, man? What is it, the 4C?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got the power, but it's kind of more of a toy.
Yeah, because it doesn't have a radio system either, and the floor mats are kind of the floor. Yeah, that's not a comparable. It's not a supercar. Basically, it's not a supercar.
Nah, I agree with that.
Yes,
I agree with that.
It's a weekend toy car.
I was gonna say it's a track car.
Well, I wouldn't even say it's a track car. It's more of a it's an accessory to whatever else Italian you have in your garage. You know, the 1.8 liter 4-cylinder turbo.
Yeah, turbocharged.
Yeah, it doesn't have a radio in it. Yeah, it's not really meant for it.
It's pretty Spartan. Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, the Aston Martin, they do have a GT. I'm okay with the GT, but they do have a V12. So let's look at the V12.
That's true.
V12. There's a Vanquish as well. I didn't know that the Vanquish was going to be that price as well.
Yeah.
And if we look at this, for below 80, you do have a Aston Martin V12 Vantage S Coupe. Okay. Yeah. 2015.
And Mike, can I throw this out here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Bentley GT, Continental GT, man. You know, it leans definitely.
Oh snap! I was just talking about it earlier, man. That Bentley Continental.
Yeah, man, and Mike, they cheap now too. You can get like a 04 for like you get like a 05 for like 30 grand, man.
Ty City says C706. All right, let's look at the Continental. You say the GT3, right?
Just Continental GT, yeah.
No, the GT3 is the race car.
Yeah. Yeah, to an extent. I get what you're saying, Triple X. I get what you're saying, but
it's got that V12, man, 550 horse.
Hey, man. Hey, what's the cost on those?
We're looking now. You can get.
Look, they got one for 26.
Yeah.
Like, look at that, and that's bad, man. Click that.
Wait, how much?
How 26.
Get out of here.
No, click it, Mike. I believe it. I believe it.
No, if I was like a wannabe rapper, man, a mixtape hustler, man, I'll buy one of those and put it in the video.
Yeah. Now pull up some shots, man. That's beautiful.
No, 26K. I'm buying that and I'm turning it into a race car. Screw that.
I don't know about that complex. These are very particular in design.
That's a Continental. You ever seen the GT3 race car?
No, if you've ever looked at the service maintenance videos on these, you got to drop the whole engine just to work on it.
Just to work on it. Yeah.
Oh no, thank you to that, man. No modification.
Well, it depends on when you get it, Mike, what work has been done and just how cheap are you getting it.
Yeah.
You know, if they got one for 22, I mean, hypothetically speaking, a year from now, maybe you might land one for 22 if they got one for 26 now.
Yeah. But it's a V12.
Well, I see what you're saying, though.
Yeah, you got to drop that whole engine just to work on it.
Hey, man, I want to see a picture of the GT3 version of this when you get a sec. Just when you get a sec.
Yeah. Let's go to the let's go to Ty City says the C7. Let's go to the C6 and see what the C6 is going for. C6 ZR1s. Corvette. He said, Ty City said, add another 26K for maintenance. Yeah, let's look up the ZR1s. Okay, ZR1. So what we're looking for is a C6. Those are not C6s. I'm not seeing them. I'm not seeing any ZR1s. All right, we'll go to the C7. Those are hard to find. Let's look up a ZR1, ZR1, Z06, Z06, Z06. All right, let's go through this then. All right, so 62K for a Z06. Okay. No, 41 for a Z06. We don't know what the status is on that. It says no analysis. So, okay, another one. Here we go. The Z06 with 101K on it. 43K. Okay. Okay, Chevrolet Corvette Z06 3LZ, cool. 44K. I think Ty City might be on the money with this. I think Ty City might have hit it out the park. A 2015 Z06. 47K, 44K. I don't know, man. I think Tie City might have won this one. Yeah, this is hard body right here. Yeah, this is hard body. Yeah, I can't knock this, man. This is hard body.
It is nice.
Yeah, Tie City got this one right, man. I think he hit the nail on the head with this one. Not feeling them seats, but you know, yeah, this go hard. And it still has a lot of room for growth, man. You can still add a lot of things to it. Dr. Phoenix approves. Dr. Phoenix says I would totally get it. C7 is far better looking than the C8. Yeah, no disagreements from me, Dr. Phoenix. Yeah, man, these are pretty tight, man. My only qualm is, like Savage Geese said in his video series of the Corvette, he said that the Grand Sport is a sweet spot because you can't use all of the power of the Z06 on a regular road. That I would have to agree with him on. It's a lot of power you're getting. But if we're just looking at it from analytics perspective, and we're saying what's the best bang for your buck can you get below the C8 right now, yeah, this is it. This is it, man. And they got some nice examples posted up on here. So if I get one, man, I'd like to do a liquid purple one, man, like the like Doc M3's Performante. His joint is hot, man. That color is hot with the wheels and everything. Yeah, COVID got people jumping out of their whips early, man. No, I wish everybody the best of luck. But keep the whips coming. Keep the whips coming, man.
That's cold-blooded, Mike.
Well, Ty City says I ain't going, dog. I'm going, dog. I gotta have it, man. You gotta give up. Come up out that whip, man.
Yeah, Ty City's like, get out of there. And I'm like, no, I'm going in.
Nah, man. He say he's not going, dog. I'm going, man. Yeah, this is a nice one right here. I like the color. $650 horsepower, Z06 supercharged, man. That's a lot of car, man. That is a lot of car. I don't care if it eats tires too. That comes with the territory, man. I'm gonna rock Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s on there multiple times throughout the summer if I have to. I don't care. It is what it is, man. I feel like that for all cars that are supercars. You know, I think you should pay the cost to be the boss on them. But yeah, push comes to shove. If I got to replace tires, I got to replace tires. I don't care.
Man, you buy those type of cars for a reason, bro. That's why you're supposed to have another set of wheels and tires. You go up to the track, you switch your wheels, you run your track tires, you switch them back, you drive your road tires home.
Well, not even from a track perspective, just from a road perspective. If you're daily driving it to and from work and you got to eat tires, it is what it is, man. I
Well,
just
yeah, that's where you got to get road tires, man. You don't get performance tires for that type of stuff.
Nah, you have to drive sticky tires with these, or else that car's gonna slide all over the place.
Well, yeah, if you're dumping the clutch on it everywhere, yeah.
Is that the whole purpose of buying this? Dump the clutch on it anyway?
I mean, if you're gonna daily it, dude, you can't do that, right? I mean, you're not supposed to anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going on. What's that, triplets? What was that?
That vet hard.
Yeah, that vet's hard, man. Ty City's right. Best bang for your buck you can get right now.
Oh yeah, pure performance for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I like the GTR too. Don't get me wrong. I like the GTR. It has back seat. You can put somebody else's kids back there. If you don't have any of your own. But yeah, that Z06 is hard, man. But like Savage Geek said, man, and I always reference him because he made an excellent point in his summary of the two. The Grand Sport is the sweet spot. Grand Sport is a sweet spot because of the power to weight ratio balance, and the less complexity of the vehicle. You don't have to deal with a supercharger. You don't have to deal with any extra, extra maintenance issues and stuff like that. So, yeah, I see nothing wrong with these, man. I see nothing wrong with these, man. So we got 5 cars narrowed down, right? So we got the C706. We got the Lamborghini Gallardo. Let's try Ferrari. Let's for shits and giggles. Let's look at a Ferrari. Let's look at Ferraris. Yeah, you get a 308. Not that I wouldn't mind, man, because I do like the 308s. I don't have a particular series of Ferrari series that I like one over the other, but I'm particularly fond of old school Ferraris than I am new school Ferraris. Not really a big new school Ferrari fan.
Man, I'm a 458s, bro. The Italias.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those. I like the 308s. I like the 348s, 355s. Yeah, 348's a fucking badass, man. Only because it's so iconic in design, man. Yeah, that's a badass car. I would actually pay the price for it too. .360 Spider. Okay, 2002. Another 360 Spider. A lot of spiders. Oh man, that 2009 Scooter 430 Scuderia. Whoa. Whoa. In race form. Whoa.
Oh, whoa. How much? How much?
98. Yeah, I'm all in on that, man. I can't daily drive it every day, but I scream up and down the street.
Dude, how much? How much?
98.
Shit.
Oh, that thing's been beat down. Who cares, man? It's a race car. But
no, it's a race car, dude. That's track day right there, and that's like pro-am. That's pro-am class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not gonna find. Well, Ferraris, they all seem to come in spiders. The 360 spiders seem to be the most popular below that C8. I'm not a big fan of the spiders at all. As a matter of fact, any spider vehicle, regardless of the brand, I'm just not a big fan of them.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
Never been a fan of spiders at all. Must be a European thing, but let's look up a we looked up the Vantage. We looked up the what else is out here, Lex? Oh yeah, he said Maserati. Let's look at the Maserati. Gran Turismo. All right. Yeah, you're only gonna find one. Well, I guess not. Or maybe Triple X is right. You do get a lot of bang for your buck out of these Maseratis for the price.
I think the bang has already gotten out of the buck.
No, I don't know, man. These are actually still pretty good cars if you maintain them. I mean, yeah, they got a long hood to them because they got a, it has a long wheelbase setup, so it's the way it was designed. But yeah, I would try to avoid one that's been clapped out by some rapper or something like that. Yeah, not a big fan of that for the price. Yeah. Yeah, I can see why people own a lot of these. See a lot of people driving around with them recently. I'm no fan of them, so I can attest that you won't find me in one anytime soon. So unless it's a Stradale, let's look up a Stradale. We should be able to find one of those. Yeah, let's look up a Stradale. It says overpriced at $59K. Interesting. Yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow, man, when I look at that interior. But I dig it, though. I dig it. Let me see what else is out there, man. Let's look up some supercar brands. Let's go with Porsche Cayman GT4. go down to the lowest price. Yeah, these are going to maintain their value. They're not going to drop at all. In fact, they're going to increase in value by next year. Oh, wow. Let's see what other luxury brands out here before we close out of here. Yeah, there's nothing else there. From a supercar perspective. unless you count a DeLorean as a unless you count a DeLorean as a supercar. I don't think there's anything else here. Oh, actually, we can look up at NSX.
Oh, okay.
Let's look up at NSX. Those are considered super. Yeah, that's sick, man. That red one is sick. I like that. I feel like there was a Type R version at one point.
There was a Type R. There was a Type R.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It did a Civic Type R, an Integra Type R, and an NSX Type R.
Let me see. Yeah, the more complicated you go in the spec, they start to go up in price even more so. I like this this crayon gray one though. This is sick. It's clean though.
Ooh, that one's nice.
Yeah, it is. It's nice. It's a nice color.
Yeah. How much is that one?
It was $59K.
What's the specs on it? What year?
NSXT 1997, 183,000 miles on it. Yeah, they can keep that at that price. Not that there's anything wrong with it that I know of. I'm just saying. I mean,
No, I'm like this, dude. High mileage, I don't care, dude. I will pull the motor, take it to somebody who knows what they're doing with it, have them build me a brand new one, dude.
yeah, but at that price, and you're kind of defeating the purpose of chasing the C8 because you're getting a lot more. You don't have to drop the motor on the C8.
Well, yeah, you're gonna drop a good 15 on a solid build on that motor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. It was, what was it? 54, 55?
It was 59.
59. And then, yeah, we're talking about 70. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Look, the NSXs are coming down. Them 2017s are coming down, Triple X. Say what you want. 102K. Last week, there was about 120. They lost 20 grand through COVID crisis.
Damn. Hey, Mike, did you see? I think I texted you, man. Did you see Beezy's electric Porsche?
Yeah.
Man, what'd you think of that mess?
That's kind of crazy, man. I'm looking for the engine noise and it's not there. It's not.
But wait, did you see when he gassed it real quick?
Yeah.
Did you see how that thing just darted off? I was like, bro, oh my god. Yeah, Beezy's insane, dude. That dude's crazy, man. I mean, in a good way. In a good way. He's like super genius level crazy.
Nah, man. So we narrowed it down. A Gallardo, a R8, a.
How about a Vanderhall Speedster, man?
I don't know if you can find those here. I don't know. I don't know if you can find those here.
What, the trike joint? The Vanderhall, the trike joint?
It's not listed on here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not listed on here. So Gallardo, R8, Porsche, 911 GT3, 997. You can maybe find that with a stretch of miles on there. C7 Z06. Thank you to Thai City for pointing that out. Nissan GTR. Yep. Dr. Phoenix and Thai City seem to agree on that. Aston Martin V12 Vantage S. So that you could throw that in there as a stretch. Because that is a badass car. I mean, you're talking about a very small car with a big engine in it. What else? I mean, we threw the Viper in there the other day, but Vipers are very tiny cars for whatever reason. I don't know what they were thinking when they designed it.
Yeah, Viper definitely goes.
Yeah. But yeah, you can throw in an old NSX too, if you can find like a 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. If you can find one, those are very rare finds. So, yeah, outside of that, I don't know what else you can throw in there. I mean, yeah, you can get a Ferrari 360 Spider, but who really drives Spiders, man? I'm just not feeling that.
Chicks do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, maybe a Ferrari California T, but that's not in the same category as the. I mean, it's a sports car from Ferrari, but it's not really a supercar per se. So that doesn't get added into there. Lotus is out of the question. You can't even find an Evora for that kind of money. Unless it's super old. And the Spree, that's like out of the question. It's a collector's car more than anything else. Yeah, the C8 doesn't have a whole lot of competition below its belt. It's from a rank perspective.
Well, our initial analysis was that this car was gonna cause a lot of problems for a lot of other manufacturers. You know, I keep remaining consistent in my criticism that it's not the prettiest of cars. However, when you look at just the design attributes and the tunability and the scalability of the car, what you can do with it. Man, not too many cars out there right about now that can compete with it. I mean, look, we talked about that mid-engine Dodge Viper. It's why all these companies are now looking at, you know, their next variation of their offerings being mid-engine.
Yeah. Let's try the what was I going to say? It just slipped my mind too. Damn. Oh, BMW. Let's go to the BMW M4. Maybe GTS if they have it. Let's see what that does. M4s don't really hold their value all that much. They seem to drop like a rock.
What?
Oh, here we go. GTS.
Oh.
GTS and the CS competition series. That's that blue. I don't know if it's blue or purple. That thing is sick. Wow.
It's already set up.
Yeah, Dr. Phoenix says even Ford is talking about a mid-engined Mustang. But see, they don't just talk about that stuff, Dr. Phoenix. That stuff they've been working on for a while. You don't just whip up something, on Sunday and be like, oh, let's start working on a mid-engine Mustang. And we'll be back in a few months. It's a little bit, even if you threw all of your resources in human resources at it, man, that's going to take you at least 2 or 3 years. So if they're just playing catch up with the Corvette now, that wouldn't be a good look for them. So that means that they have been working on this for 4 or 5 years prior to that. Because they had to have known that GM was working on a C8. They had to have known that. I mean, they got all these companies have intelligence wings that spies on each other. So they know what each other's working on.
That's why they put the Parisian cow liveries on the cars when they go out to the track and test them, so that they can't really get like design attributes, when you put that camouflage print over the car when you take it out to test it.
Yeah, but that's for the photographer, so it throws them off. But from an intelligence standpoint, they have to gather, because your intelligence is going to size up what the length and the width and the height is, and try to determine what exactly the silhouette is, and then they'll go from there. And if they can collect enough intelligence on, how it drives on track and whatnot, they can determine if it's all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive or what kind of engine it is based on the exhaust note and stuff like that.
Well, they also want aerodynamic attributes, right? See, if I can get a clear picture, of like the lines of, the body lines, for example, that's where you can put it in to, you can put it into some sort of, photo rendering type application. So you can get like literal design attributes out of it. That's why they put the print over it, so you can't get contours.
Yeah.
Right. If you take a picture of it, you can't. If I just like splatter like black and white, just blotches everywhere, you can't get contour out of that.
But see, so, GM did a good job because of the fact that they didn't use a Corvette body. They didn't use it. They used the pickup truck body, the Holden.
So what they did was they put the Holden body onto the chassis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good shit.
Yeah. So yeah, this M4 CS is sick. But oh
wow, I like that.
Yeah, it's sick.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like
man, now you see, I'm gonna tell you right now, man, like you got a lot of like Arab and Sikh dudes out here. This is all they drive, them and Armenians, man. This is all they drive right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's an abundance of these things out here. Dime a dozen.
I'm telling you, GM just needs to bring back the Fiero, man. Bring it back as a Corvette.
Bring it back. Yes. Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah, bring it back as a Buick.
You know what they should have did was they should have made the remember when they did the Saturn Sky and the View? That should have been a Fiero, dude.
Yeah. Well, Fiero is known to be rear engine. I don't think the
well, no, that's true because it was 2-seater, but one is rear engine and the other is front engine.
Yeah, these BMW M4s are dropping like stones. And I talked to the BMW expert here locally. I have to get back in touch with him because he and I had a conversation not too long ago out in public. So the BMW or the M4 Aficionado. So he's supposed to be the guy to go to in terms of that. So
Yeah, those are in abundance out here.
yeah, yeah. Oh, what about a Nissan 370Z Nismo? Let's look that up.
Ooh, really? 370Z, huh?
Yeah. They haven't done anything else with their cars. I mean, what else are you going to compare it to?
Well, I mean,
Ultima Coupe?
we were using the GTR, right?
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Let's see what we got with 370. I had a homie he had a 350, man. I actually drove it, man. That I liked the 350, but I heard it just 370, man. It's just an albatross. It's
Yeah.
heavy.
Okay, so we have lowest price, a 2019 for 33K. You got 2017 for 25K, 2015 for 26K.
Damn, 20s. Wow.
I'm no fan of this car at all. I get it, you know. Give me, you know, a 370Z Nismo with the still-in package on it. I'm good.
Yeah. There's not much to do with this car, man. I don't know.
No. I'm like Chief Keef. Nah.
Nah. Putting on anything out here?
What is this? Yeah, right. How about no? Yeah, they can keep that thing. Yeah, there's nothing else, man. I think all of them are. Yeah, I think all of these are pretty much.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
I mean, unless you want to pull out a Pagani or something like that. Oh, I have one. Let me pull this up.
What car are you pulling up?
Share my screen real quick. Here it is.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I don't know any other kit cars out there.
I was gonna say I didn't know we was putting kit cars in the mix.
We might have to. If you can't find anything. I mean, this is the most exotic thing you're gonna get for the price.
And this is the whatchamacallit. This isn't the that's the which one is this one?
The SOC
SLC, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one I was talking about. I was like, dude, I'll do a hybrid turbocharged 4-cylinder with electric motors. That's what I would do on this thing.
Mm-hmm. Where are you gonna put the batteries?
Where would I put the batteries?
Yeah.
Like behind the seats.
There's no way behind the seats.
We'll find a way. Where there's a will.
Yeah,
That's the reason why you go with a turbocharged 4, because the motor's small. So you have space to work with. Right. So you could literally, like, if you look like how the engine's right behind the firewall behind the driver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you're doing because that one, was like a V8 in there, in this, like in that picture.
Let me see. Yeah, that's the 8-cylinder LS1, LS2.
It's an LS, dude. So imagine if you had a 2.4 liter 2.4 liter Ecotech. Okay, it's a whole lot smaller, so we could cram some batteries in. We can cram some batteries like right in that space between like the driver and the motor and the firewall and all that. We find some space because you want to centralize the weight as much as possible. So I would find some place to space batteries. But all you're really looking to do, you don't need a whole bunch of batteries, because those batteries are largely just going to be to do power assist with the motor. So it's the electric motors aren't going to be full drive. The motor, the turbocharged 4-cylinder is going to be full drive. It's going to be a fusion of the two. So you don't need a whole lot of battery. That's what I would do on this thing, because the chassis is already light as hell.
Yeah, this is not a bad option. If I say so myself, it's not a bad option.
What was the cost on this? It was like 50 something for the roller, right?
It is $48K for the roller.
48 for the roller. And if you put a turbocharged, if you just put a turbocharged 4-cylinder in here, right? That's a legit 450. And if you really want to stretch it, 500 for streetable power on a daily, like a daily driven streetable power. You can do a turbocharged 4-cylinder, putting about anywhere between 400 to 500 horsepower, add another 15 to 20 grand. And now you're talking about an SLC with about 500 horsepower for 65K.
Yeah, I don't know if a 4-cylinder would actually work on it. There's a list of engines that it has specified for it. Most of them are 8-cylinder and 10-cylinder. And I've only known of the GT3, the 911 GT3 engine being retrofitted in there. I only know of one case of that working. But I never heard of a 4-cylinder being in one of these. At least it's not on the spec sheet. It's not on the spec sheet at all.
No, that's what I would do with it. It probably isn't, but that's what I would do.
Do what? Oh, you mean the 4-cylinder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably not on the spec sheet, but that's what I would do.
Yeah, I've been looking around to see if anybody has done the electric motor setup yet, because the batteries do fit back there where the engine would be.
I mean, if you went all electric, you have no problem putting the motor in there. I mean, batteries.
Yeah,
No problem.
Batteries,
no problem.
Capacitor, so.
Yeah, there's no, if you went all electric, dude, there's no problems. But if you hybridized it, then you have to account for the motor.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to get creative with weight distribution and where the batteries go.
Yeah, this is starting to tempt me. I need to start looking at these things. Actually,
I don't know, dude. Like, I'm looking at that and shit. Like, that or a C8, really?
Mm-hmm.
They're both mid-engine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, dude.
These things eat up other cars on the track.
That's what I was gonna say. I mean, they're both mid-engine. Let's look at it for a second. That's why I was like, okay, low end. I put a turbocharged Ecotech in it. I'm going low end, dude. Turbocharged 4-cylinder. I could probably make a legit one. Like, if I literally pull the motor out of the junkyard, like, I'm talking like straight up budget status. I could get an honest 400 horsepower out of a turbocharged 2-liter for dude, probably less than 10 grand, probably 8 grand. And I put it in this thing right here. And like I said, I've got an honest 400 horsepower on this thing, mid-engine. And I'm looking at maybe 55 to do it. I don't know, man.
Well, you
I
need
think
wheels.
you might
You
have.
need
I think
wheels
you
as
might have
well.
found.
So
Wait, what?
you're gonna need some wheels for it. So
I mean, yeah, you can need wheels.
wheels and tires. You're gonna need the wheels and tires
Yeah,
for it. So
but I mean, I'm saying, I don't know, dude. I think I think this is actually the damn. This is the one where you have to really compare it to the C8. I don't know the other stuff, like the Porsche, the GT3. Okay, yeah, I'll tilt that way on that one. But this one, straight up, dude, look at that. Look at that right there.
yeah.
The one thing I bitch about is the C8 is ugly. This thing, it's not ugly to me,
No,
right? So this already has the advantage to me.
no, I definitely like it. It's definitely select in that category. So I mean, in the wheels are I think you can get titanium wheels from HRE for like 10 grand or something like that. They're like feather light. Even the carbon fiber wheels are about 20 grand. They're about 22 pop, 22 for a set altogether with the lug nuts and everything. So titanium lug nuts I'm referring to. Yeah, I don't I have to sit down and really evaluate this because do I really want to spend money on a you know, showroom car that isn't, you know, that depreciates over time? Do I want to, you know, build something like this, man, and just enjoy it for what it is?
Shit, I'm building that. I'm building that SLC right there.
Yeah,
That's my little toy right there, man.
there's a guy on
If
YouTube. There's a guy on YouTube who builds them. He has a whole channel. He builds it for people. So people take it to him and he builds it for them.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, hell yeah. What's his channel?
Let me see if I can find it.
Shit, I'll subscribe to that. I'll check his stuff out.
What's his channel? Oh, here it is right here, Zakari. Yep. Yeah, he builds all of them.
Whoa. What's it called?
Zakari 3030.
Sakari 3030?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, so now he's doing the GTR builds. So yeah, this should be interesting. Let me see.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check his channel out for sure.
I know Ty City's not a big fan of the GTR replicas, man, but if it's done right, man, it's done right, man.
Wait, a GTR replica?
Yeah, SLC makes the supercar kit car who built the SLC actually builds a GTR replica.
They make a GTR out of that thing?
Yeah.
What?
That's the Ford GT.
On the SLC chassis?
No, it's a different chassis, but it's same manufacturer.
Same. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I've seen that one. I didn't know they were doing a GTR though.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's called a GTR.
Oh wait, okay. Oh wait, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of. Never mind.
Let me drop the link in the chat. Yeah, because that's the guy's channel. He does all the builds on it, man. He has all the walkthroughs and stuff like that. He seems to be an expert at it. So he said it would cost a bundle to get that built by him. So I'm assuming that it would, if you did it on your own, then yeah, they said it would take you at least 96 or 120 hours to build it. For him, I think he's charging something like 20 grand to build something like that.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, because you factor in he's probably charging $275 an hour versus the maybe 120 hours that he's charging to build. So
well, that and like a guy who's built a lot of these things, you basically know the ins and outs of them, right? So then you get to a point where there's certain things that you do in the assembly where they're kind of like your own little tweaks and stuff because you know it. And that's really what you pay for, dude. You're paying for knowledge.
Yeah, expertise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I stepped away, guys. What was you guys talking about?
Oh man,
We were talking about the SLC Super with Superlight. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay, is that kid car?
Yeah, here it is right here.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey man, what about the modified Vanderhaal Speedster Slingshot, man? Hey.
Oh, it's not listed, bro. I saw your email, man. I got to go through it tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah, check that video out, man. For sure.
Now,
But no, that's bad, man. That's bad.
Yeah, I thought you were just taking pictures in front of it. I didn't know you owned one.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I own both.
Lex, that was you who sent that through?
Yeah, I sent that. Yep.
Oh, okay, word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is definitely on point, man. Let me go to the website.
Yeah, that's the SLC right there, man. See, that's what I would take. Dude, you already know me. I'm a race dude. I would take that shit and do that with it right there. Track that bitch out. This
is their replica car complex.
That's it. Okay, I've seen that. Yep.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it on a previous chat.
Yeah, but Ty City didn't like it. But at the same time, you got to give it credit, man.
Come on. Are you, dude? Come on, dude.
This shit, man.
Like this.
He wasn't feeling it. He wasn't feeling it because it was a kit car. It was a kit car.
I don't care, dude. Like I said, if I got 800-900 hybrid horsepower on tap, you gonna feel it.
Yeah.
I like it. I like just like how I like the factory 5 Cobras.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, I like them, dude. They're dope.
Yeah. It's a lot of kit cars that's out. That's pretty cool. The factory 5 Cobras are nice, it's affordable and stuff.
Those things are really, really small though, man.
Which ones? The factory 5s?
Yeah.
Or just the Cobra in general?
The factory 5 Cobra, that's a small.
Yeah, it's a kit car. Yeah, they're small. They're not for big people.
Yeah, man. I mean, unless you want to walk around barefoot, man, and try to drive it barefoot.
Wear some proper driving shoes, man.
Nah, Matt Farah was driving the Viper barefoot. He said it was so small.
He couldn't wear driving shoes.
Yeah, he's 6'3", I think.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah, I like this though, man. I'm not gonna front. That stance is sick.
It's nice.
It's a sick stance, man.
Yeah,
that's sexy, man.
It is.
It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good just from the top.
Hey, it's complex. How much you think that cost to build?
Oh, it's all the same. The build cost
is going to be about $20K to build it.
It's about $20K.
Like a competent builder. Like if you went to somebody and you said, "Hey, build me that," you're going to pay him $20K to build that right there that you're looking at.
If we're looking at the chassis cost. Yeah, it doesn't have the chassis cost posted. Let me see. Configurator. Here it is right here. Yes, $54K for the chassis.
Oh, okay.
Chassis and the doors and everything else.
And you got to supply a motor.
Yeah, you gotta get your own motor.
Drivetrain and electronics, and then you got to pay somebody to put it all together. And then you probably need to go get the wheels too.
Yeah, because it says transactional.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad, man.
Yeah, if I can get it the same way, like because it comes with wheels on this one. But if I can get it the way this one looked in the gallery, man, that is sick. Let me see.
I see what Ty City said in the chat about added 26K for maintenance for the Continental GT.
Yeah.
It ain't that much for maintenance, but maintenance is pretty pricey for that car. That's why you gotta get it cheap. But I wouldn't quite say that much though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with this, man. I am okay with this, man. Look at that motor, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm okay with it too.
I can see a nice LS swap in there, huh? Complex.
He said an LS.
I mean, I guess if you wanted to do that.
Yeah.
That'd be too easy though, right?
Like I said, man, I'm all about hybridizing that bitch, man.
Oh, I don't know if you can hybridize this one, but I mean, because it's a GT car, so for GT, but it looks just like the real thing, though.
It does. It looks super authentic, man.
I like it, man. I really, really, really like it.
I wonder how the ride quality is, though, man.
I've heard people say last year that the ride quality was top notch for it.
Okay. Did we discuss the Ariel Atom yet, or?
Oh no, man, no. Cause that's not a supercar. That's more.
It's more of a toy. So yeah.
But you give me something like this, man, with some Trofeos on there. Oh, man. Yeah, I need to stop looking at the stuff where I go broke, man. Trying to cash out the 401k, man.
That's sharp, man.
It is, man. Let me see, because I don't know any more kit cars. If you know one, Lex, man, you can post one up. But this is, between this and the SLC, I'm a big fan of both.
Hey, look up SHP Engineering.
SHP or SHIT?
SHP Engineering.
All right. What are we looking for here?
SHP Engineering, they should be doing the Escort MK and MK2 reproductions, the kit cars.
Okay.
There you go. That's it right there. SHP Engineering.
We're working on the website. It's not listed.
Oh, okay. Their website's down. Look up, do an image search. There you go. They make reproductions of the Ford Escort MK1 and MK2.
I wonder how they get away with that.
They have the tooling.
Okay.
All of the body molds and the tooling.
Okay.
So they're licensed to produce the body panels, and then they do the undercarriage.
Okay.
I want to make an electric version of one of those.
Yeah, that's sick.
Oh man, yeah, that would be something complex.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, just import the kit. I have all their brochures and stuff, dude. I looked them up and contacted them maybe like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So I have all their stuff for the cars and everything.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that car right there, the 27 car, the Monster Hill Climb YouTube channel, they just posted a video maybe about a week ago of that car competing.
Wow. What kind of base motor is in there?
It's running damn, I'm trying to remember what motor it's running. It's 370 horsepower. It's like I want to say it's a 2.4 liter Cosworth.
Okay. Hey, Mike. Yo, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, how about Super Coopers, man? You know, they got a nice kit car for the Mini Coopers, man, but they like 600 horsepower or something.
Super Coopers?
Yeah. You have to go to the site probably. Go to all. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and scroll down.
So what's the deal behind them?
Yeah, like you see that Type S is basically like the retro Mini, but with like 500 horsepower, mid-mounted Acura J engine with 6-speed trans. But like that light of a car with that power, man, is insane. So it's like a custom build, so to say.
Yeah, it's perfect for Complex.
Yeah. Complex would like that, especially that engine.
Man, get out of here.
Hey, I would preference the LS engine in there, bro. Let's not go there.
The LS weighs more than the car itself.
I can see Obsidian. No, wait. Never mind, man. I gotta keep remembering this is the back brain trust, man. Sorry. I'm trying to be cool, man. I'm so used to being on other people's panels cutting loose, though. Never mind.
Nah, these were small even back then. I can't imagine getting into one of those. I mean, these are smaller than the Fiat 500 Opbox. So
yeah, oh yeah. Those they way smaller than the modern 500 Opbox and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't imagine one with that power. Sheesh.
Yeah. Let me see. Let's see for sale. What did it go for? Yeah, these are pretty slick cars, man, for the weekend. I wouldn't mind if I had a garage collection or something like that.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, it's a toy, man. Definitely. Yeah, not for like, as your main super ride, but yeah, for guy that's got 2-3, definitely. What's that Super Cooper Type S for 150, man? Damn, what's done to that to make it be that much? I'm intrigued. Completely restored.
Premium upholstered Recaro seats and suede headliner. So it sounds like they added a Singer sort of touch to it.
Oh, okay, like with the Porsches and stuff.
Yeah. That's all custom done up.
Yeah, wow, it's got the sparkle wheel. That's pretty.
Now, why? Oh well. Okay, so they limited it to 10 examples, so that's why it's so expensive.
Oh, it's a limited edition. Okay.
Yeah, only 10 of them were built.
Wow, that's super rare. That's sharp.
Yeah, I like to drive around somewhere like Africa or something like that, and then something like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But even with that kind of horsepower, you're never going to use that power all, you know, in city traffic. It's just not going to happen.
No. You definitely not, man.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. Let me get up out of here, man. It has been real, man. Real dope.
Oh yeah, man. And another classic. Thanks for having me, man.
Hey, thank you for stopping by, brother. Shalom.
Absolutely. Peace.
Yeah, no problem. Till next time.
All right.